Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Darlington Raceway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. We're going to be in the number 2 Corey Bush for Congress 1987 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. This is a 90-lap race at Darlington. We are currently leading the points in this series, and we're actually tied for the overall lead with the Division 2 leader, Damon Mays. So we'll see how this goes tonight. Hopefully we get a win and get a bunch of points. But let's go get qualified first. See where we start. Qualifying isn't the end-all be-all, but at Darlington, track position really matters, and getting a good starting spot can help immensely with a lot of things, chiefly being keeping yourself out of trouble for the start of the race. So we're going to try to go out there and set a real good lap. I don't know if we're actually going to get pole, but if we get a good solid starting spot, that will help us out a lot as we go into this race here. That was pretty solid through 1 and 2. Not perfect. I don't think we're on pace for a pole lap, but that was pretty solid. We're going to really have to dig off of turn 4 if we want to turn this into a good lap. It's not going to be great. It's going to be in the ones. We needed to be in the zeros for pole. But that 165, that's actually going to give us second place on grid, it looks like. So, while we didn't get the pole, we're locking into a front row starting spot. That helps a lot. That puts most of the crazy stuff behind us. And sets us up in good shape to start the race. Also gives us a good pit stall. Jason Wilson in the 3 car with a 31:03.9. That's a really quick lap. That's quicker than anything I've run in practice as I'm getting prepped for this today. So that's a solid lap. ARCA's at Bristol. That's fun, actually. I've got a couple ARCA wins at Bristol. I might pop into one of those this week. You never know. It'd be fun. Your animals will sense when something's wrong with you, no matter what. I've noticed that with my dog and stuff like that. Your cat probably the same thing. They're really tuned in to what's going on with you more than you think. So yeah, your cat probably can sense that you're ill-yummy and is just probably a little bit concerned about you and is doing their part to take care of you. You ever going to try the W12? I haven't purchased it yet. I will try it out at some point. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little worried to try it out. My road racing prowess isn't that great. Ibby Butler, me using qualifying for practice isn't a good idea. I have shared that experience. I'm sure you're going to be fine. You're one of the smoothest drivers that I know on iRacing, man. Good luck to you.
Double check all your equipment. Look at everything. Make sure all the wheel covers are on the wheels.
Good luck, everybody.
Don't want to lose any lug nuts or anything like that. Christine, let's just make sure everybody's aware as we start getting into pit stops and whatnot.
And let's put the last lap counter up for the last lap tracker up for the race.
It's going to be on the outside.
I just like to have that set
The road is closed.
so I don't have to mess with it while we're rolling.
John, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm scared.
It's going to be okay, Sean. We're going to get through this together. All right, here we go. I pledge.
God, I hope so.
To be a good sport, whether I win or lose, to know that people online are real people and my words have real impact.
Dude, I'm starting
To set a
14.
positive example with my behavior, to speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse. To show integrity by honoring the rules of my opponents and my teammates.
Might as well
To
just
stop,
start from
listen,
the
and reassess if I'm told that words or actions are harmful, and respect others, even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. Exclamation mark GLHF in my Twitch channel chat if you would like to take the pledge yourself, or if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the video below, or a link below the video in the description. That's where the links go. You can find other links there too. Um, 90 laps. That's a lengthy race at Darlington. It's not a sprint race. It's not a long race like a super long race like the Southern 500. It's not an endurance race. But that is a lengthy race. It's more than a fuel run. A lot of things can happen in 90 laps.
Holy shit, boys! Is that like? Will you get a lot of safety
they noticed
rating
too.
for running 90 laps?
Yes, sir. If you do it without hitting anything, you can get a lot of safety rating.
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race.
All right, I'm not even worried about my I rating right now. I'm worried about
Let's go green the whole way. I like this idea.
7.5, so I'm just trying to get an A class. I just got this game like Tuesday, so I'm just trying to get an A class now.
Just got this game Tuesday, and you're already knocking on the door of A class. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I don't know what car number I am, but I'm Dakota Long. I think I'm starting 11th, guys. I'm just gonna pull out at the start-finish line around the back. I just needed to qualify. I needed that seat time because I just bought.
What do you think about 674 inch spoiler? I think that's a good compromise.
My safety rating to A.
I would have preferred 750 to 800 horsepower. I like the 4-inch spoiler. That's fine. The horsepower number I'd like to continue to see come up, but I think that 670 is a lot better than 550. Yeah, these are great. This is my favorite car track combo on the service right now.
Yep, agreed.
All right. 1 to green. Let's go get it.
Double check your steering wheel. Good look at your seatbelt, or double check your seatbelt.
We're getting ready to go green right now.
Okay. Got the button. Pace car's off.
I appreciate that sportsmanship. Let's do this thing.
Ready. Green.
That worked out fine. He got a little bit of jump on us. That's fine. At least we're single file as we head into 1. That's very, very good for our lap 1 goals of just being clean. Not being side by side with someone.
Way to go, buddy.
Windshield okay, bud?
And that's why.
Pit road is closed.
100% my fault.
Side by side into turn 1.
Yeah,
Not-
that was my bad.
Not uncommon for something to go bad. That's a shame for Reed, too. He runs these cars with us a lot. I don't like seeing him victimized. These things are pretty durable. I heard that they made an update to stiffen them up a little bit. So you guys might be okay, depending on how bad it is.
You'll be lining up behind the 3.
Yeah, it's not that, John. It's the safety rating part of it. You know, I try to race as clean as can be. It's like you come in and somebody dives on first turn, first lap. It's like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I hear you. Turn 1 at Darlington is always scary on double file restarts. If you only get 4 X's for the full race, though, you're going to gain a ton of safety rating after 90 laps.
Yeah, I know that. I've been around long enough, but I'm just, like I said, just saying, I backed off to let it get sorted out, and somebody's got to dive it in there. So, whatever. It's racing. Everybody wants to do what they want to do.
I hear you, man. I know that stuff does get frustrating. I get it.
And Hayden, that's just frustration. On
Yeah,
my
sure
part,
thing,
so
Yummy.
don't take it.
You have a good one, man. Rest up. I hope you feel better soon.
Well, I'm definitely glad.
Now we're on single file restarts for the rest of the race, so that's good.
That.
I'm going to go take a look at the
Just,
standings. So
rounding
that
it
I
out.
always like to keep track of how many cars are on the lead lap. So Daniel Williamson
Hey, Mark, can you tell how bad
is
my
off the lead
rear
lap.
is?
We've
Is
got
it
20
real banged up?
on the lead lap now, out of 21 that started.
Nah, man, it looks pretty good. There's a slight mark on the right rear. It might be bent up a little bit, but it looks good, man, overall. What about my neck?
Yeah, I tried to keep it up high so the impact wasn't too bad. Thank you.
Oh man, my neck is stiff. I don't know what's going on with that.
Thanks, boys. My,
Sean Butler
Right,
gained
there's
1
the
spot
guy.
on that restart, so he's up to 4th now.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Let me get away from you a little bit. I run with regular mirrors. Yeah, it looks fine.
Sounds like not too much damage out of that wreck, so that's good. Looks like Reed's still in 10th as well, although That is frustrating that he started in 6th and got drop kicked to 10th off of a lap 1 deal. Now that it's single file on the restart, things should be a lot cleaner. That's what I'm talking about, IB Butler. You know, sometimes you just got to lick that sap and send it, right? Did I get the phrase right? I think
you're
good.
How's my nose look?
Looks like you got a little bit of scruff on the front, but it's not bad at all.
10-4, thank you. Thank you.
I should be saving fuel.
Welcome there.
I think we should be behind the 3.
Get set from a pit stop.
We're going to restart behind the 3.
Something along those lines. That, you know, that works. I mentioned it in the video I was shooting earlier today. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Close enough is good enough for me. On that
would you
phrase.
guys happen to know, I just got the Stealth 600, the wireless one,
Just double check
and
the adjustments.
it's
your
letting
brake
me
adjustment
chat,
lever.
like to you
You know
guys,
which
but
way
when I
to
try to get a Discord, it won't work.
do
I
have
can
an
hear it,
in-car
but it
camera.
won't work. And I have
You're on
the
the
mic
outside.
set into Xbox and everything. Do you guys know why is that?
I don't. It's probably in the discard settings. You'd have to make sure that it's set to the right microphone, the right voice input. Just coasting. So we're going to have 85 laps left when we go back green here. Lap 1 wrecks at Darlington are a common occurrence, but when
Okay, quick
you
radio
get the
check,
field
please.
strung out at Darlington, it's not uncommon for races to go real long.
At least this time.
Pace cars off.
I think we'll make turn 2.
Green flag.
Ooh. Not clean on that shift there. Looks like he was a little ragged on it too. Good news is we stuck right with him on the restart there. Pulling away from the rest of the field, keeping pressure on him. Send it into 3 nice and easy. He's keeping it low. Got someone down on the apron in 3 and 4. Just using a little bit of brake as we get into turn 1. Mainly just as a security blanket. Ooh, 3 was quick through 1 and 2 there. Running a higher line through turn 2 than I was. Noted. We're keeping it steady. I don't want to burn the tires up too much right now. There's no need. Sean's made it up to 3rd, I see. I would like these tires to last the full fuel run, if possible. Either way, we're looking at a one-stop race. I don't know if I would stay out for the full fuel run, but I would certainly consider it. Basically, I'm running the tires until I feel like they start falling off of a cliff, and then I'm going to pit. But the longer that I can go without having to do that, the more to my advantage that it will be, because we'll come in and have those fresher tires to chase down whoever's in front of me. Jason is pulling away from me a little bit right now. I don't know if he's running the car a ton harder than I am or not, but we're both gapping the rest of the field pretty well, so that's good. 9 laps in. I mean, he was quicker than me in qualifying, so clearly he's got some things figured out about this place. But sometimes what it takes to really run those faster laps is not sustainable over the long run, and he just got the wall in 3 and 4. All right, Sny Flag, hey, good to see you. Thank you, appreciate you. Need to put that onto my to-do list to get the I flag set back up. I still haven't set it up since I moved the setup, but I should do that. Get old R2 back on camera. One of the things about Darlington, it's easy to lull yourself in. The straightaways are long enough, you can sometimes forget whether you're approaching turn 1 or turn 3. I hilariously and dramatically lost a league race one time, making that mistake and entering turn 3 as if it was turn 1, and just completely knocked the fire out of the car. I've also made a mistake entering turn 1 like I thought it was turn 3, and that just results in you hitting the brakes way too hard and can get you run over if someone's following closely. Daniel Williamson has disconnected. F's in chat. Right by the wall. Cut it back down. Got a new one that came about a few months ago. Can send you bigger and much brighter. I'm hesitant to compare right now because well, look, if you send it, I promise you that I will get it set up. How's that? Straight tail, unemployed and flat broke. I am so sorry to hear that. I don't like hearing bad news, man. We've had 2 folks with bad news in the chat tonight. I'll hold you in the light as well.
Thanks.
Keep you in my thoughts, man, and hope that things turn out for the better for you. Jason has made a couple of mistakes, and we have closed in a little bit. He had that contact in 3 and 4 with the wall, and he just got loose off 2 last lap. So those have netted in me closing some of that gap that he built back down. Also, since it seems like I'm driving smoother, I think I'm being a little bit easier on the tires and the car in general, which will pay dividends, especially if this run continues to go long. We can go a little bit longer on our tires. We might be able to execute an overcut, which tends to be pretty powerful in these cars. Nice and smooth, that's the name of the game. We're also keeping the tires a little bit cooler, which that pays off big dividends in these cars. It's not so much about the wear number, but the temperature number on these bias ply tires, with the way that they're modeled in iRacing, temperature makes a big difference. So if you keep your tires cooler, that really pays off over the long run. Also, if you're in the middle of a long run,
I wasn't trying to shove it there.
If you back off a little bit and get your tires cooled, then you can sometimes use that to make a run at someone if you don't give up too much time in doing it. How helpful is that brake drag on old tires? Trail braking is always helpful in this car. They set them up really tight, so I run minimum brake bias and then just use a little bit of trail brake to get the back end kicked out. It helps rotate the car through the corner. That takes some of the pressure off the right front and just helps overall with lap time. You want to be careful with it not to do it too much because you can overwear the right rear, and spin yourself out if you do it excessively, so it's just something that you develop a feel for over time. What is a lavatory? Or a lavatory? Lavatory would be a fancy word for bathroom or restroom. So draining lavatory on planes would be cleaning the toilet on the planes, or draining the toilet. A little bit slower those last couple laps there. Sean is closed in. We're now in fuel rain, or we're now in our pit window. We're not going to pit now, though. We wouldn't want to lose a lap or spend a set of tires needlessly if the caution comes out. We only want to pit once, and we want to pit as late as possible to save those tires. Yeah, I run 42% brake bias in these cars, and I recommend just doing that and getting comfortable with it at most tracks. There are a couple of tracks like North Wilkesboro, Martinsville, where I don't run minimum brake bias, but that's about it. Looks like Sean Butler has figured out his rhythm here at Darlington, and he is now putting down some very quick laps versus the rest of the field. I ran a couple of slower laps. I'm running some quicker ones now. Jason ran away from me a little bit. I'm closing back in, or at least trying to. Sean's closing in on both of us, though. We're going to have a three-way fight for the lead here pretty soon, it looks like. That was a good corner. And a pretty good lap, felt like. It's interesting that they've got this set up for night. I would expect them to run this track in the day in these cars, since that's more period accurate. Running it at night, I think, will help the tires last a little bit longer, though, for sure. It does make the setup tighter as well. M. Joan Chimple, what's up? Mike from Pit Lane Parley, how you doing? Welcome. So we got you off that tweet, but no Shannon. Interesting. Interesting. Welcome, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Alright, I gotta focus while I navigate this lap traffic here.
Yeah, just lost focus there and what came and asked me something.
Outside.
That cost us a little bit of time, but it was really important to work that in a way that minimized any risk of contact. Great way to blow a good race is to do something silly around a lap car trying to be impatient. We had space in front, you know, a bit of space behind us, so we could pick our spots. It cost us a couple tenths, but you know, that's just going to happen sometimes. We're going to have to get back on the wheel and gain some of that time back. she doesn't join her own coworker scheme. Good to know. Good to know. Johnny, trail braking in 80. Trail braking is a part of all racing. It was definitely a realistic part of racing in these cars for sure. But yeah, trail braking is just part of racing. It's a way to induce the slip angle and corner quicker. And I think that they probably, the guys who were quick back in the day, used those concepts even if they didn't have those same terms applied to them. But I think that's been part of the language of going fast in a race car for a really long time, even if there wasn't the science and the terminology behind it then that there is now. That was an interesting little moment.
Inside, inside, inside. Clear.
No caution. He was able to collect that, and Jason did a good job getting around there without losing too much time there. Those lap cars get those big deer in headlight eyeballs when they see that leader closing in so fast in their rearview mirror. And sometimes they just make a big mistake as a result of that. I don't know what you're trying. I don't understand the question anymore, Johnny. I'm sorry. Trail braking in an 88. I think it's realistic. I don't know. This is an 87 Monte Carlo that I'm trail braking in. Sean is really closing in on both of us now. It seems like it's turn 3 and 4. He's getting a monster run through 3 and 4 that seems to be gaining him time against both of us right now. Got through 1 and 2 bit better that time. Leader's approaching 2 more lap cars. These are going to be the quicker lap cars, which can sometimes mean they're more predictable to work around, but can also mean that they are more difficult to pass since they've got better pace. You don't. It's not as big of a speed differential, so working around them tends to be a little bit more deliberate. They should be more sensible drivers that cut the leader a bigger break, though. Although Dakota Long is the guy who said that he just started on racing this week, so that's potentially worrisome there.
Is this the leader coming up on the lap traffic right ahead of me at the finish line?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
At the start finish line, I'm going to give you the position, buddy.
It's going to happen quicker than that. Oh, goodness.
The first 3 cars go right here. I'm pulling down.
Clear low.
Sorry, Jody. I tried to get out of your way. I saw what was coming.
I don't even know why that happened there. I thought that was the same entry that I've been doing all along, and for some reason it just pushed up into the wall a little bit. That little hit shouldn't hurt us at all. Just cost us a little bit of time. Shouldn't be any substantial damage, and we were able to hold on to the position. Need to be more mindful about our braking going into turn 3 there.
You're welcome there.
So what's this 19 going to do as we approach him? He's going to go straight into the wall and almost take both of us out.
All right. You blow a tire, Ryan?
What's the big cost in the mirror?
Full punch now, but we're all right.
Man,
Inside.
sweetie, what happened to you right there, bro?
Still inside. Still there.
You're welcome there.
Still there.
I don't think he
Still
has
holding
his
Sean off
audio
for now.
enabled. I need to tell
I don't know
that's
how
what
long
I'm
we're gonna be
saying.
able to
He's
do that,
probably
but
gonna get out of the way.
that
I've
one
seen
worked.
That was weird.
Sean's such a master at saving tires that I imagine he'll probably be able to get us at some point, and I might have to let him go. But for right now, I do want to try to hold him off, because if I give that position up, I don't think I'm going to get it back. And even if I can't go get the leader, second place pays more points than third, and I am point hunting out here. So if that means having to drive a little bit defensively, so be it.
Inside, inside. Clear low. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Core, clear.
God,
Definitely.
I understand what you're trying to do, but Jason ain't getting any closer.
I know, man, I know.
On the bottom.
All right, he's got a big run. I'll just let him go by. I'm not trying to make him angry.
Clear.
Okay, I'll keep battling back there.
It would be even worse if we wrecked. He is faster. I need to focus and get back into my rhythm.
Sonny, Chad just told me if I cool it off, they'll come back to me. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Hayden.
We're right at halfway, so we could theoretically pit here and get an undercut.
Will we have to pit or no?
Oh, you're going to have to pit.
Yes, we will.
How do you know when to pit?
Your fuel gauge, or whenever you feel the handle start to go a lot, because you can blow a tire if you're too aggressive. The pit window
need to
is
get
open
back
now,
into my
so
rhythm.
If you want to pit now, you can. If you want to wait, you can.
We're only halfway in this race.
Got
All right,
guys
thank you.
hitting behind us. I just need to get back into a rhythm. I'm
Hey, we
driving
always get
slower.
back.
I think I got myself out of my rhythm talking too much about other things. I need to refocus and just
Good, man.
start hitting my line.
Hey, if he's ever coming up on me in 3, I'm gonna let you go into off this 4.
Couldn't go by, Jacob.
Hey, Small Down Curl 911, you're here and I didn't even get 5 retweets. Like I said, I didn't think I would be. Pleasure to see you, Stan, and welcome to the show. Sorry if I didn't respond for a little bit there. I was focusing on driving. But it's good to see you on the channel. We're running 3rd right now, and probably getting pretty close to pitting. I feel like I've made my tires angrier than I would like to. And yeah, I wanted to pit later than my competition, but we'll see. I may not be given that opportunity.
Hey, Sean, if you catch him in the back front stretch, I'll let you have it.
Just got another Darlington stripe. That's the 2nd one this race.
Appreciate
A
it.
little hit like that shouldn't hurt the car at all.
Anytime, I'm not trying to ruin y'all's race.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want any part of this lap traffic. I may just pit now. We've got 40 laps to go.
Just kind of cool those tires off.
I think I am just going to pit and avoid having to deal with all of this lap traffic. I think we got about all we could getting onto pit road there. That was more interesting than I wanted. So we're putting 7 gallons of fuel in, and we are changing 2 right side tires. It's a little bit more fuel than we need, but should be good.
Start looking for your sign.
And just 2 rights is all you need.
5, 4,
Long pit road here.
3, 2, 1.
I think we do lose
Stop
a
on the
lap
sign.
pitting. Yeah, there goes the leader right now, so we are losing a lap.
Go, man, go, go, man, go.
The road.
10 seconds on pit
Just
road.
a heads up, you know that you only have 1 set of right side tyres remaining.
Yeah, 10-4. Hopefully, it goes green the whole way and we don't use them. We do want this to cycle through green now. What were my tires at? Right front was at 28%, so I didn't want to run it much longer than that. I was not as easy on my tires as I wanted to be. We're going to be substantially quicker now on the new tires. 2 tires is viable in this series and actually kind of required in this series.
I'm just putzing around right now. Take it up.
Because the left side tires just really don't mean anything on these cars.
Keep protecting those tires. Just nice and easy on your tires.
That 9 car was sideways, it looked like, coming out of 4 there.
Car 11 pitting in.
I didn't even see that Wesley was in this race.
Outside. Still outside. Still outside. Clear.
Goodness me. And we did cycle out to being in front of Jason. So this is potentially the battle for the race win here. If I can hold him off.
Shit, my man, they're suppressing your talent. Let's get them.
I hate when they suppress my talent. That's the worst.
Come on, man.
Inside.
Are you serious? You're a lap
Still
down,
there.
I'm coming out on fresh tires, and you're gonna bitch?
Still inside. Still inside.
Side by side for what will be the race lead.
Still there. You're
Multiple
going.
laps
Oh.
down, sir.
Clear if you need it.
That was close. I didn't quite defend in 1 and 2 as well as I could have, maybe. I don't know. But we're right with him. Our tires will equalize with him eventually. And, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll be able to take the fight back to him. Now, where's Sean? That's the other question. He's still leading. And by a good bit. But he's going to be in great shape if there's a caution. If there isn't one, he's going to have a lot of ground to gain back, but should be able to gain it back. We're still running quicker laps than him now. That will change.
Leaders on pit road. He's there outside. Keep it rolling, baby. Looking good. Still out there. Still outside. Clear. Good job.
Not sure why he's fighting that so hard. That cost me a lot of time to Jason, though.
It's gonna be a long season.
Yeah, Ben.
Sean's just going to run that tank dry.
That's some good work.
Blockbuster car. I like that. That's a cool plane scheme. Oh, Sean Pitt. All right. So he's Pitt. He'll be coming back at us eventually. This number 20 car is for position. That's the second place car.
And John, you got Ben fight going on 1.
Outside. Still outside. All clear.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime.
1.1 seconds. We got 28 laps to go, coming up on 27 to go. His tires should have evened out versus mine. Should be pretty even. It's just a sprint to the end at this point, and we know Sean's going to be coming on those brand new tires as well that he's got, so.
Drive her off straight, my man. Don't buzz them tires off. Good, man. You be smooth, be smart.
We'll just
We're
see
gonna turn again.
how this plays out. Does Jason have it? Does Sean run us down and get both of us, which is kind of what I'm expecting to happen?
Get up on him.
Sorry, when you was coming up on me so quick,
I got a
tried to
great
get
corner
over there.
right there.
You're good, dude. If you ever
Gained a chunk of time.
Yeah, quick car coming, just hold your line. We'll get around you.
He's in the wall big time. That might be what we needed. We'll see if we... That brought us to him.
Outside.
Got us alongside of him.
Still there. Outside is clear.
Back up and in.
Alright, we've got the lead. Sean Butler's right behind us.
Yeah, not
Let's see.
65 fences are good.
Yeah, man. Check out.
65 laps on tires one.
Just got to try to run away now.
Yep, I had a little bit more, but I'd start running low on fuel.
Now I'm impressed.
Thank you.
At least we're getting a couple laps led. No bonus points for leading laps, but it's a matter of pride to try to lead laps in each race. And here comes Sean with a head of steam.
Inside. Still
Barely
inside.
hit 46
Clear
at the
above.
moment.
And he just took it. That was a clean pass. Nicely done.
Nice work,
We'll
brother.
do our best to
That's
stay
first
with
place
him and
right
maybe
there.
bring the fight back to him once once his tires fall off. But yeah, we didn't. For the undercut to work, you need to gain a lot more time versus the other guy. Sean is, as I said at the top of the show, one of the smoothest drivers on iRacing, and he's a master here at Darlington where that really plays into effect. Reminds me of David Pearson with the way that he approaches this track and iRacing in general, so not surprising to see him doing well here. He all appearances are that he's just got us beat today, but we'll see if we can go get him back. We're not giving up yet.
Inside. Clear.
All right, later, Johnny. Good seeing you. $20 to go. Stuff like that is really hairy when you have to make a pass on a lap car through 1 and 2. It's just not a great place to catch them.
That was at 42% my right front.
That gained us a little time there, not much. Craig Cast in the Hawaiian Tropic Donnie Allison paint scheme.
Thank you.
And he's making contact with the wall on the straightaway. These straightaways at Darlington will lull you to sleep. Thanks, Craig.
Caution's out.
And there's
Can you
yellow.
look at those temps real quick, bud? Closed.
No tear off, no fuel,
Alright, we need to be
no
behind
lefts.
at 1.
And we're going to actually
And
slide the
notice that
brake
actually
bias
has the fuel left.
forward a bunch, and we're going to walk it back after the pit stop.
All right, even though the free pass didn't exist in 1987, I'll take it anyway.
Open, open.
Yeah, they still don't have code to let you race the leader back, so makes sense that they still keep that.
I'm still waiting for the code where there's no speed limits on pit road. Make it really 1987.
That would be fun.
Imagine how many wrecks there would be on pit road.
A lot. And they'd be bad. Just like they were before they
How many
implemented
do
speed
you
limits
got
on
to
pit
go,
road.
leader? Who's leading this thing?
Free pass.
So Sean's going to drop first.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
All right, we're going to try to
Who's the leader?
get the position on pit road here.
Go, man, go. Go, go. Good job, Andrew. Go, go. Hard, hard, hard.
Ah,
Mark, there are no more right side tires.
maybe if
put
we
on.
had hooked up the tires better exiting the box, we might have beaten him. Oh well.
Be behind at 1.
That was a good opportunity that has now faded. But we got 25 laps. A lot could still happen.
The ignition turned off right when I floored it.
Sean's got a pretty good lock on this race now, though. Lap cars on the inside here will be scary. Hopefully we can beat them into turn 1. Hopefully we just get a good restart. Gonna be looks like 22 laps to go when we go back green. Or no, 23
That was
laps to
close.
go.
Almost got lapped for having to go get the ribs off the barbecue.
We have 8 cars on the lead lap right now, which
Like,
feels
you line up
very,
behind the
very
one.
1987. That's old school Darlington right there, or old school NASCAR. So yeah, hopefully the lapped cars don't give us any trouble on this restart. And actually, those guys really shouldn't, because they'll be on old tires. There are no wave-arounds in this series.
A 1 to go. So you should be on the outside.
Oh, they are going to let him restart in front of Sean, though, I think? Maybe not.
Sorry, Jason. We're all good. I was changing gear.
All right. 23 laps to go.
My mirror, I didn't want to get rid of it either.
Is a bit worrisome to have these lapped cars on old tires starting inside of us. Hopefully we can get clear of them, and hopefully they
It's
don't
definitely
just...
gonna be interesting.
Let's all just use our heads going down into 1 here.
Get those belts tucked. Make sure you got your switches where you need them. It turns down.
That's the kind of restart we wanted.
Green flag.
19 completely asleep at the wheel there. And we just get free and clear, no issues. Sean got a big jump, which he'll be happy with.
Thanks
22 to go.
I greatly appreciate it. Whoop. We're good.
Getting after him best we can. No saving tires now. That's just not a thing. Did I say there were 23 laps to go and I meant 13? We have 11 to go here at the line. Yeah. That's what happens when you try to do math in your head while you're racing. Sometimes you get off by 10. We're putting pressure on him. We're there. 10 laps left. I just took a peek to see what might happen. It looked like he was backing up his corner more than I wanted, but that was never going to be a real move. They've gotten the sound so nice. You can hear the little valve flutter when you let off the gas going into 3 there. It sounds so cool. Right there, that's what I'm talking about. You hear that little flutter? It just sounds neat. I love the sound of these engines. Sean's gotten into his rhythm now. It's going to be hard to disrupt him and dislodge him from that lead spot. All we can do is try to put as much pressure on as we can, but he's running his line and his laps, and he's pulling away from us. It's going to be very, very difficult to do anything. I think we gained a little bit on that lap, though. He looks like he's closer. Solid through 1 and 2 there.
Keep digging, man. 5 to go.
Sooner or later that wall's gonna be gone, Jason.
Hey,
Love that
Captain,
hill that you go over coming off too. So much fun.
Yeah, I'm over driving hers a little bit.
Hey, listen, watch out for the 17. He doored me, and then he's been bouncing off the wall.
We're definitely closing on him.
Yeah, some of us were in a Bristol race with him last week. We're well aware.
Didn't quite get the line through 1 and 2 there. He pulled back away from us a little bit. Decent through 3 and 4, but yeah, he gained some time against us on that lap. Solid. A little bit imperfect through 1 and 2 there. We do have a lapped car coming into play. Hopefully they don't actually come into play very much. Want them to just, you know, hopefully pull down out of the way and not interfere with this. 2 to go.
Good job, my man. Easy on them tires.
Really, really, really don't want him to come into play. I mean, he's already come into play. He's already interfered with Sean's lap a little bit. There he goes. He's pulling down. Thank you. Last lap. Looks like it's going to be a second place finish here at Darlington for us. Sean's got better than a half-second lead.
Spot job, Reed. Spot job. I'm surprised he hasn't been DQ'd yet.
Great race, Sean. Nice win, man.
Thank you, John. Good race right back at you, dude. That was fun.
Checker flag.
Good job up front, guys. Battles up front were good.
Very nice
Yeah,
job.
that was great racing, guys. Good time. Always enjoy it.
Hey, man. Everybody, good job.
Good win, Sean. Jody, I don't race that way, but a couple times I got close to being able to get down there.
Oh, man. Oh. I made him too loose.
I was hoping you guys get the racing so I get back in it.
Good stuff.
I was hoping Swafford would hit the wall at least 2 more times.
So we wanted the win. We didn't get the win. Second place will be a lot of points, though, so that'll help us out in the standings.
Yeah, man, it was. William, I don't think I needed any.
Fun stuff. Good race.
Good racing, guys. It was fun.
Only, what was it, 2 cautions?
And good racing.
Go in the garage, fellas.
Sean really does have knack for driving these cars, particularly at this track, and taking care of those tires.
Go. Zero speed all the way down.
I think that's a strength of mine, and he just beat me. So definitely room for improvement there. Beat me straight up. All right, let's go see the first caution of the night here. Actually, and what am I doing? I know who it is. It's Reed. Yeah, 5 just dives down to the inside of him, doors him. That's why he was unhappy. And ends up getting spun out. Wes Haynes gets in it as well. A bunch of guys get in it. We'll take one more look at this.
I just watched the replay. You kind of went in wide. I mean, if you were going to give it to me,
so I can see why the 5 made the move. With Reed backing out, you know, he saw an opportunity and wanted to take it.
Well, I gave you plenty of room down there. I mean, I
took out a bunch of cars, though.
Lane up there, but I mean, you should be able to hold your line like I should, right?
No.
So,
What I'm saying here, especially Darlington. I mean, you can't
second
give me
caution.
that's where I was screwed up. Like since you didn't give it to him on the straightaway, I was just expecting to follow you to the turn, and then when you went high, it just fucked everything up. But that was not intentional to hit you. I even tried to stay off of it, or tried anyway.
Here we go.
Yeah, my momentum just took me up there.
Bradley James in the 17 car gets up into the wall in 3 and 4. I did that twice, but he turns it back up into the wall, hooks it into the wall, and that was our second caution.
I had people talking in my ear.
No, you're good, man. No,
we led for a little bit.
I couldn't since you didn't give it to me on the straightaway,
And
I wasn't going to try to take it in the turn. Especially at Darlington, it's impossible to go too wide in turn 1.
so
That's
let's
why I
see.
got kind of caught off guard.
We'll take this back to where we were side by side with Sean here very briefly.
It was a good save.
Going down the Boeing
Watching
backstretch.
it now, I mean, here's the thing, Jason. I wasn't going to give it to you because you're racing on a leave off. I wasn't going to try to screw you over. So I think when you went down there like you did, it kind of freaked me out. So, I mean, because I was already going into the corner. Had I not been going into the corner already, it would have been fine. But I think that surprised you like it did me, and I didn't know what to do at that point.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I hit you from behind. It's my fault, but the reason why is because we can't go in there too
Right
wide,
there.
and it just kind of caught me off guard.
That's a good cover shot. Congrats again to Sean on the win.
No matter what.
That was a lap car minefield, man. Nice run, dude.
Yeah, just kind of freaked me
like
out
I said,
first,
man,
and I
your
was kinda
driving
frustrated.
style,
thought you just kinda
I
went in
couldn't
there
be
and
more
just kinda
impressed with it. You
took me
remind
out,
me
but
of
now I see the replay, it makes sense now.
David Pearson with how you drive these things here. It just,
Yeah,
it's amazing how smooth you are, how smooth and quick. So
that's why I was like,
hats
oh,
off to you.
shit.
Well done. Great race.
Like on right.
Are you running these things for the full season, Sean? 167 points for first there, 158 for second. We gained 30 I rating. We're now at a 55, 57. So, you know, continuing to make gains on that. Not really for the season. Run whenever you like the track. 10-4, man. I like all the tracks, and I just love these cars, so I have fun running the season. I do want to see real quick if they've updated the stats. Pump for Daytona this week. Yeah, Daytona is going to be fun. That's in the Winter Series. I'm having fun with those. So they have not updated the points yet. When that does update, though, I imagine my lead will grow a little bit. Although, no, well, yeah, Sean's going to close in because he got a better finish, but I think my overall lead will increase. But we'll see. There might be... that might not be the strongest session this week at Darlington as well. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I want to thank you guys on YouTube for watching. Really appreciate y'all. If you like the video, please do click that like button, hit subscribe. Head over to twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Click the heart to give me a follow. I stream right now on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Thank you guys very much. Peace out.